Hi, everybody. Cohh here. We just finished watching the Game Awards 2023, and during that segment, there was a very cool thing from Sega. Sega contacted me about doing a small sponsored look and talk about what that section was. So before we do that, let's go ahead and see what that section was, and we'll actually watch it when I saw it the first time live during the Game Awards. So let's do that. See you in a second.
World premiere.
Yo, yo.
An FMV game?
The Sonic? Sonic?
With a Sonic ring sound. That's a crazy taxi, didn't it?
It did.
Did you say the game?
Really?
Sony has a Smash Brothers game, right?
Of course I did.
Yeah.
Sega's been doing a big marketing campaign
Shinobi.
for this.
So it's like a bunch of different games.
Jet Set Radio? Really?
Yep. Oh, it must be like
It's a bunch of
they have a
stuff.
handheld coming out or something.
Is that Golden Axe?
Thank you. What? Crazy Taxis right
That's
there.
Crazy Taxi?
Oh, wow.
What?
That's a lot of stuff.
Dude!
All right. Yes.
That's awesome.
Anyway, here's the thing about this. Professional chat. Here's the thing about this. When Sega first contacted me about this, and they said, we want to, have you watch this segment and then do a thing about it, I went, okay. They were careful. They didn't say anything about what it was. They were just like, we want you to do this sponsored look at it, take a look at it, and let us know what you think. And I was like, okay. I mean, sure, absolutely. So I was expecting it to be maybe some announcements we'd heard and stuff like that. What I saw tonight is actually crazy awesome. Because here's the thing. And a lot of people did not, I think, really grasp what they were watching, especially if you didn't play games like way back in the day. What they're doing is they're taking like classic games from way back in the day, and they are basically remaking them in today's like day and age. I kind of understood what I was watching with the Jet Set Radio and the Shinobi thing. I was like, okay, I think it, but the second I saw Golden Axe was when everything clicked. And then when I saw Crazy Taxi after that, it was like, oh my God, my childhood. Like, I have vivid memories of going to movie theaters after school and there being these big box arcade games of Golden Axe. And me and my friends would pump quarters into these. And there'd be 4 different control pads, all for your different characters. And it's so wild to me to see like all of that, not only looking like in good graphics and everything, but it's just, that's an incredible level of nostalgia. Crazy Taxi. I used to play that game for hours and hours and hours. I absolutely loved it. So the wild thing about how all this is, and one of the reasons that this was so exciting to see, was basically the fact that this really is like little tiny, we're just gonna go back here. This really is like little tiny bits of my childhood that are coming back into this day and age. And it is super cool to see it happen. So, oh yeah, dude, back on the Dreamcast back in the day. Also, I have to say, I absolutely loved the throwback to the original. Like, I remember vividly, it will always be ingrained in my head that Sega, like, and the scream and everything, like those were very iconic sounds that children of my day and age just absolutely loved. And it's crazy to see all this come back. So with all these games, I mean, expectations wise, it's kind of, if this is going to be a lot of that content, it's going to be so wild to see the new spin on them. It's going to be so cool to see like how they bring that into today's day and age. And I don't know. I can't wait to see what's going to happen. Crazy Taxi. I remember playing Crazy Taxi for hours and hours back in the day. And from the time that I've played that game, there has been literal decades of new QOL, graphics upgrades, like so many things. Like how just from the brief look in that trailer, how much of that are we actually going to see? How much of that is going to come in? Shinobi again is I've never seen that game look anything like that. Jet Set Radio. I mean that game was so much fun. I remember when that game came out, it was incredibly forward looking in terms of how it looked because that style was almost brand new. And again, to see that like in a more remastered, sharp line form is wild. Streets of Rage, I know, man. Streets of Rage looked fantastic. Streets of Rage looked like it. I mean, again, it looked like something that would come out today, but at the same time, it had all the nuance, all the stuff that kind of makes the flavor be there. It really is in a lot of ways kind of taking that old nostalgic part of a lot of our lives and just pulling it into the current day and age. So they said that they're going to be coming out over the next, I think it said like the next years. I think they're going to be working on all of these. And I really do wonder if this is going to be like the start of them doing this more and more to their catalog, where we kind of conveyor belt some of these things that we all kind of grew up with into like new engines, new types of game. Like it was especially with Golden Axe. Like Golden Axe, the original was basically like a very light, and I say 3D in terms of movement. The game itself was just sprites on a 2D background. But I mean, you literally just kind of moved up and down on a screen. And then here we are in like full 3D, but it had all of the stuff that we liked from the original. So it's going to play completely differently, but at the same time, be exactly what we remembered in a lot of ways. It's going to be so interesting to see if they use the same audio. Need food badly. Like, oh man, I don't know. Overall, I am so excited about this. I think it's going to be really cool. It was very, very surprising. That was not what I expected at all. Yeah, the Need Food Badly was more gauntletty, but I remember, well, I used to play all those arcade games at the same time. But it was so much fun seeing that stuff. It was so cool seeing what they can do with it. Especially, and again, it's going to be wild to see how much of this they develop. But I'm a fan of all those games. I will probably be playing every one of those games. And honestly, I can't wait to see what else they have in store because it's going to be awesome. So anyway, I just want to thank Sega again for sponsoring this little video here. Basically our first look at bringing, again, many of our childhoods into the current day and age. We will, of course, be following all of this very closely. And yeah, thanks to them. Thanks to you guys for watching tonight. And we will see all of you guys later. Have a great one. Bye-bye. Okay. Cool. Was that long? I don't know if that was long enough. I hope that was long enough with everything. We'll see.
Applause, please.
But anyway, I am out for now. I'm getting some sleep. Thank you so much. And I will see all of you guys later for more fun and games. Thanks, guys.